For the first time in Social Security's 90-year history, monthly checks are about to break a barrier that millions of retirees have been waiting for. But before you celebrate, there's something crucial you need to know that could change everything. In this video, you'll discover exactly what this historic $2,000 milestone means for your financial future, why it might not be the victory it appears to be, and the 3 critical steps you must take right now to protect your retirement security. Stay until the end, because I'll reveal the hidden threat that's quietly eroding your Social Security benefits by 36%, and the simple strategy experts recommend to combat it. Welcome to Financial Area, where we break down complex financial news into actionable insights that protect and grow your wealth. If this information helps you make better financial decisions, hit that like button and subscribe for weekly updates. That could save your retirement. Starting in June 2025, we're witnessing something that has never happened before in the entire history of Social Security. For the first time since the program began in 1935, the average monthly Social Security check for retired workers will exceed $2,000. This isn't just a number. It's a historic milestone that affects over 67 million Americans who depend on these benefits. But here's what makes this moment so significant. When Social Security first started, the average monthly benefit was just $22.60. Think about that for a moment. We've gone from less than $23 to over $2,000 in 90 years. That's a journey that represents decades of American workers contributing to this system, trusting that it would be there when they needed it most. The driving force behind this increase is what's called a cost of living adjustment, or COLA. This year, beneficiaries are receiving a 2.5% increase, which is designed to help their benefits keep pace with inflation. The government looks at inflation data from the third quarter of the previous year, compares it to the same period from the year before, and uses that percentage to adjust benefits. Now, you might be thinking 2.5% doesn't sound like much, but when you're talking about millions of people and billions of dollars in benefits, even small percentages create massive changes. This 2.5% COLA is what's pushing that average monthly check over the $2,000 threshold for the first time ever. But here's where things get interesting, and this is crucial to understand. Not everyone will see the same impact from this milestone. If you're receiving maximum Social Security benefits because you earned high wages throughout your career and waited until full retirement age, your monthly check could be significantly higher than $2,000. On the other hand, if you started claiming benefits early or had lower lifetime earnings, your monthly payment might still be well below this average. The reality is that Social Security benefits are deeply personal and depend on your individual work history. When you decide to claim benefits and how much you earned during your highest earning 35 years, this $2,000 figure represents an average across all retired workers. But your specific situation could be very different. Here's where this story takes a concerning turn, and this is the part that most news outlets aren't talking about. While everyone is celebrating this historic $2,000 milestone, there's a hidden crisis that's been building for over 2 decades. According to recent analysis, the purchasing power of Social Security benefits has declined by 36% between 2000 and 2023. Let me put that in perspective for you. What $1,000 in Social Security benefits could buy in the year 2000 now requires $1,360 to purchase the same goods and services. That means even though the dollar amount of your Social Security check has increased over the years, what you can actually buy with that money has dramatically decreased. This isn't just about general inflation that affects everyone. Seniors face unique financial challenges that make this purchasing power decline even more severe. Healthcare costs, which disproportionately affect older Americans, have risen much faster than general inflation. Housing costs, prescription medications, and long-term care expenses have all outpaced the increases in Social Security benefits. The root of this problem lies in how the government calculates those cost of living adjustments. The current system uses something called the Consumer Price Index for Urban Wage Earners, or CPI-E. But here's the issue. This index measures inflation based on the spending patterns of working-age people, not retirees. Think about how different your spending priorities are when you're 65 versus when you're 35. Working-age people spend more on things like gasoline, work clothes, and childcare, Retirees spend proportionally more on healthcare, prescription drugs, and services related to aging. When the government uses spending patterns that don't match how seniors actually spend their money, the COLA calculations miss the mark. There's actually a better measure called the Consumer Price Index for the Elderly, or CPI-E, which specifically tracks the expenses that matter most to people 62 and older. Studies have shown that if Social Security had been using CPI-E instead of CPI-W over the past several decades, retirees would be receiving higher monthly benefits today. But the purchasing power problem is just the beginning. There's an even bigger threat looming on the horizon that could affect every current and future Social Security recipient. The Social Security trustees project that the trust funds that pay these benefits will be depleted by the mid-2030s. That's less than 10 years away. What does depletion mean? It doesn't mean Social Security disappears entirely, but it does mean that without congressional action, beneficiaries would only receive about 77% of their promised benefits. Imagine planning your retirement around a $2,000 monthly check, only to have it cut to $1,540. For millions of Americans living paycheck to paycheck on their Social Security benefits, a 23% reduction would be devastating. This timeline isn't speculation, it's based on demographic realities and current contribution rates. As baby boomers continue to retire in large numbers and life expectancy remains high, there are fewer workers supporting each retiree compared to previous generations. Something has to give, and unless Congress acts, that something will be benefit reductions. So, what can you do about all of this? The first step is understanding exactly what your Social Security benefits will be. Don't rely on averages or assumptions. Create an account on the Social Security Administration's website and review your earnings record. Make sure all your years of work are properly recorded because errors in your earnings history directly translate to lower benefits. Next, learn how your benefits are calculated. Social Security uses a complex formula based on your highest earning 35 years, adjusted for inflation. If you haven't worked for 35 years, those missing years count as zeros, which significantly reduces your benefits. Understanding this calculation helps you make informed decisions about when to retire and when to start claiming benefits. Timing is everything. With Social Security, you can start claiming benefits as early as age 62, but your monthly payments will be permanently reduced. Wait until your full retirement age and you'll receive 100% of your calculated benefit. Wait even longer until age 70, and you'll receive delayed retirement credits that can increase your monthly payment by up to 32%. But here's the most important point, and this is where many people make a critical mistake. Social Security was never designed to be anyone's sole source of retirement income. Even with this historic $2,000 milestone, Social Security typically replaces only about 40% of pre-retirement income for most workers. Financial experts recommend that retirees need at least 70% to 80% of their pre-retirement income to maintain their standard of living. This means you need additional sources of retirement income beyond Social Security, whether that's a 401k, IRA, pension, rental income, or part-time work in retirement. You cannot rely solely on Social Security to fund your golden years. The purchasing power decline we discussed earlier makes this even more critical. Start maximizing any employer-sponsored retirement plans available to you. If your employer offers a 401k match, contribute at least enough to get the full match. It's free money. Consider opening an IRA if you don't have access to an employer plan. Even small, consistent contributions can grow significantly over time thanks to compound interest. For those already in retirement or nearing retirement, consider ways to stretch your Social Security dollars further. This might mean relocating to areas with lower costs of living, downsizing your housing, or finding part-time income that doesn't significantly impact your Social Security benefits. Stay informed about proposed changes to Social Security. Policymakers regularly discuss various reforms, from raising the retirement age to increasing the income cap on Social Security taxes. These changes could significantly impact your benefits, especially if you're younger and still have years before retirement. Consider joining advocacy groups or staying connected with organizations that monitor Social Security policy. The AARP, for example, provides regular updates on proposed changes and their potential impacts. Knowledge is power, and staying informed helps you make better financial decisions. Finally, don't underestimate the value of financial planning assistance. A qualified financial advisor can help you understand how Social Security fits into your overall retirement strategy. They can run projections showing different claiming strategies and help you optimize your total retirement income. The $2,000 Social Security milestone is historic, but it's not the end of the story. It's actually just the beginning of a larger conversation about retirement security in America. While we should acknowledge this achievement, we must also face the reality that inflation, rising costs, and demographic challenges are creating a perfect storm that threatens the financial security of current and future retirees. The most successful retirees are those who plan ahead, diversify their income sources, and stay informed about changes that could affect their financial future. Social Security will likely remain an important foundation of retirement income, but it's just that, a foundation. You need to build additional layers of security on top of that foundation. Remember, every person's situation is unique. The strategies that work for one retiree might not work for another. Take the time to understand your specific circumstances, run the numbers for your situation, and make informed decisions based on your individual needs and goals. What's your experience been with Social Security planning? Have you created your online account to check your benefits? Are you taking steps to supplement your Social Security income for retirement? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else make better financial decisions. If this video helped you understand the real story behind the Social Security $2,000 milestone, hit that like button and subscribe to Financial Area for more insights that protect and grow your wealth. We publish new videos every week covering the latest financial news and strategies that could impact your financial future. Thanks for watching, and remember, your financial security is too important to leave to chance. Take action today to protect your tomorrow.